Welcome. You can see where I'm putting the microphones now for my chin mount camera and also the camera that's on my handlebars. I'm using little Bluetooth microphones and I'm clipping them to my chin strap. It's Friday, March 7th. 52 degrees out. We got a nice day again. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday are going to be nice, and then we're going to get a bunch of more rainy weather and maybe a bunch of snow on Wednesday. We'll see. Today I am going to go east on Highway 89 to the city of McCloud. When I get to McCloud, I will head south towards McCloud Reservoir. There's a hydroelectric dam there, and I'm guessing, I don't know this, but I'm guessing they'll have it plowed up to the dam. Knee replacement surgery scheduled is going to be in May. Got some longer rides I'm planning to do with this, and depending on how the weather is, maybe later this month or April, I may get some of them in, and of course then I'll be taking a break from riding for a while, doing some recovery. I'm getting a total knee replacement on my right knee. I already had a partial replacement on that same knee. Unfortunately, one of the other compartments gave out, and bone on bone. As the surgeon said, it's time for a full replacement. I only got 4 years out of that partial knee replacement, so I'm not a big fan of partial knee replacement. Total knee replacement, everything I'm seeing, I mean, you could expect 20 years out of it, maybe 30. And when it comes time, if you have to, I'm not sure I'll live long enough to make that an issue, but I mean, if you had to go back in and redo anything, typically you just go in and replace the little plastic piece that the joint rotates back and forth on. You don't have to redo all the rest of the stuff, so it makes it a relatively easy operation, unlike what I'm going through with this revision. This is what I'm doing now. They have to go in and have to take out all the hardware, parts, all the fair amount in there, and then resurface the bone, do all the stuff they have to do total replacement. So it can add 45 minutes to an hour to the operation. Meanwhile, I get some riding in, and hopefully we're going to get some nicer weather. Again, one of the reasons I sold my KLX 300 was it was just pounding my joints too hard, especially my knee. And who knows, you know, after I get this knee replaced, I may think about dual sport of some sort again. I want to get another KLX 300, and I don't want to do anything hardcore fast. I think there's a possibility I would look at a Yamaha TW200, just because of the low seat height, fairly small bike. I would also think about KLX 230S, one of the lower seat height. I just want something that's going to be easy to turn around when you get to those dead ends on your four strokes. But about Pond Monkey, I'm not sure if it really is going to do what I want to do, but everything's up in the air, and of course, until this knee is replaced and I've recovered from it, I mean, this is all, who knows what. Heck of it is too, our economy seems to be a little bit fragile right now. We might start seeing a bunch of prices going sky high, and if that's the case, I probably won't be buying much of anything for a while. No, we're in interesting economic times when you get your car worked on, which I did yesterday, got it back, and mechanics were talking about how they expected everything to get crazy expensive. I think everybody's a little bit concerned right now. Well, I'm sure looking forward to warmer weather. Now, I'm not looking forward to when you get into that 9,500 degree stuff. We'll get some of that too, but coming into McCloud, it took me about 14 minutes from my house to get over here. Not very far to get to McCloud, and this is the road. Now it calls it Squaw Valley Road, but it's going to be some FR number here shortly too, I'm sure. It's just part of my nature. I can't help but looking at other motorcycles all the time, and it's a good feeling to know every time I do that I can't think of any motorcycle I would rather have right now than this Tiger 900. Really enjoying this bike. Yeah, I know in 2024 they increased the horsepower a little bit. They took out some of the vibration in it. And beyond that, it's pretty much the same bike, and the way I ride this, those changes wouldn't have made any difference to me. But yeah, I don't have any sad thoughts about not having a newer model, the Tiger 900. This 2023 is excellent. It's encouraging to see the snow piles beside the road. Those are thrown up by a snowplow. And so they plow the road, at least through here, and I'm hoping they do all the way to the dam. Even if they don't, there's been a lot of melting here. There's really not much snow out there in the woods. Now, I hate to say disparaging things about my Tiger, but the cruise control just kind of quit working. So I will turn the motor off for a minute. Turn off the key. Let it cycle through and see if it comes back to life. Okay, so cruise control is off. It was set on 65. Now it just came back to 65 again. It's like it's stuck there. So that'll be upsetting. Cruise control doesn't work anymore. Oh, there it went, finally. Okay, now it's back to life. Curious to see if that happens very often. But then again, in this day of electrical gremlins, I don't care whether it's your phone or your tablet or your computer or anything that's got a computer chip in it, weird things happen. So anyway, cruise control is set now, which is good. I just wanted to kind of putt along here. So I really like this Tiger 900, but you know, nothing is perfect. This is another one of those amazing windy roads that are close to where I live that are fun to take motorcycle rides on. Now these roads are interesting that they often start out paved and then turn to dirt. So if you got a street bike, keep that in mind. Got an adventure bike, keep in mind that sometimes they turn to dirt and sometimes the dirt turns into something very challenging. So keep that in mind, even if you're on an adventure bike. But if you're on a dual sport, for the most part, yeah, have at it. But often you have paved highway stretches at 65 or 70 miles an hour that are usually not that much fun on a dual sport. So I ask you, is there the perfect do-it-all motorcycle out there? And I'll answer my question. Not really, but there are a lot of good ones out there that are fun. And where I am right now, mostly pavement and some easy dirt roads. This Tiger is very, very good. Still kind of doubt that I would ever sign up and go on some formal adventure ride with a bunch of other adventure bike riders. Most of the rides that I see, the roads are really pretty easy, but almost inevitably they'll get into some deep sand silt section and a few people go down. And I can ride a lot of stuff, including deep silt and sand, but it's just not that much fun. Kind of new 450 class of adventure bikes. What CF Moto, Royal Enfield, and things like KTM has done a complete redesign of the 390. But some of those bikes, they're still moderately heavy. I mean, they're still usually close to or over 400 pounds, but a lot lighter than this one. A bike like that could be fun, but you're still going to be a bit heavy for doing any real dirt riding. And they are not going to be as good on the highway as what I'm on right here, so kind of pick your poison. they'd be biased a little more towards OHV stuff than what this Tiger is, though. And not as good on the pavement. Got my first look at the lake. I don't know that you got it in the camera. The water's still very low, so hasn't come up much, and that could be by design. Again, I know that they let out lots of water from this dam. I've been down below there and seen the McCloud River, and it really is roaring. It has lots of water going through it. That was in the summer when the lake was probably even lower. Again, I don't know just where they send the electricity from this dam, but you know, maybe that's a big concern. They've got to keep the power flowing. And also, we're not really into spring yet, and they be keeping a lot of extra space in it for flood control in spring. Beautiful lake, though. I hope I get to see it full one of these days. Maybe later this spring. I don't know. And that's as far as I'm going to go. And I will step off for a minute. Well, time to get going again. Another spot with just amazing scenery. Joline and I went down the canyon just a little ways and took a hike. I think I got a little bit of a video from that also. But we're gonna have to go down there and do some more hiking. The Pacific Crest Trail goes through there. We hiked a little bit of it. See, I'm being optimistic. This knee is gonna get replaced, and hopefully I'll be back to hiking again before very long.